I'm 77 years old, and people keep asking me the same question. Don't you want someone, Bill? Aren't you lonely? What about companionship? So I tried. 10 years ago, when I was 67, I got a girlfriend. Everybody said it was wonderful, that I deserved happiness, that it's never too late for love. But here's what nobody tells you. I was lonelier with her than I ever was alone. Let me tell you how it started. My wife, Helen, passed when I was 61. A stroke. One minute she was out there gardening, and the next minute she was gone. Those first couple years after, I won't lie, they were rough. The house felt too quiet. Saturdays were the worst. Helen and I used to work in the yard together, have lunch on the patio. Just, be. Without her, Saturdays felt like punishment, but slowly I found a rhythm. I started going to the hardware store just to talk to people. Joined a model train club at the senior center. Learned to cook more than spaghetti and eggs. Got a routine that worked. Not the life I planned, but it was mine. Then my son started worrying. We were having dinner at his place, and he said, "Dad, you need to meet someone." "I'm fine," I told him. "You're not fine. You're alone all the time." "Alone isn't the same as lonely," I said. He didn't hear me, and he wouldn't let it go. Neither would my friends at the VFW. Tom pulled me aside. "You're too young to give up, Bill. Too young." I was 67. Too young at 67. And honestly, I started believing them. Started thinking maybe something was wrong with me. Maybe I was taking the easy way out. So I tried one of those dating sites. Took me a week to figure out how to upload a photo. Another week to write a profile. But I did it. And when the messages started coming in, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Wanted. That's how I met Karen, 63, widow. We messaged for a few weeks, then talked on the phone. She laughed at my jokes, asked about my train collection like she actually cared. After 2 months, we met for lunch at a diner near her place. She was easy to talk to, told me about her grandchildren, her book club, how she'd been alone for 4 years. Driving home that day, I thought, well, maybe this could work. Maybe everyone was right. The first few months were good. Dinner once or twice a week. Matinee movies because they're cheaper. Walks when the weather was nice. It felt normal, like maybe I'd been wrong to think I was better off alone. But then small things started happening. She'd call in the morning, just checking in. Then again, at lunch. Then before bed. At first, I thought it was sweet. That's what couples do, right? They stay connected. But after a few weeks, something shifted. If I didn't answer right away, she'd call again. Then text, "Where are you?" I was worried. "Why didn't you pick up?" One Thursday, I was at the train club. My phone kept buzzing. Karen. I let it go to voicemail. When I called her back, an hour later, she was upset. "I didn't know where you were." "I told you," I said, "train club on Thursdays." But you didn't answer. And I felt this weight in my chest. This guilty feeling, like I'd done something wrong by being with my friends for an hour. Alone isn't the same as lonely. Then there were the weekends. Every Saturday, she wanted to do something. Visit her daughter, go to the mall, try that new restaurant everyone's talking about. And if I said I wanted a quiet weekend at home, she'd get that hurt look. "Don't you want to see me?" I thought we were together now. So I started saying yes when I wanted to say no. Because what kind of person disappoints someone who just wants to spend time with them? Here's something nobody talks about. When you're 67 and you get a girlfriend, everybody assumes you should be grateful. So when you're tired, when you need space, when you want one quiet Saturday. You feel selfish, ungrateful. About 6 months in, I noticed something. Every time her name popped up on my phone, my shoulders would tense. Not in a good way, in a bracing way. One night she called at 10:30. I was already in bed, news on, about to doze off. The phone rang and I looked at it, and part of me didn't want to answer. But then I thought, what if something's wrong? What if she needs me? So I answered. Nothing was wrong. She just wanted to talk about her day. Something her daughter said that bothered her. A doctor's appointment next week she was nervous about. We talked for an hour and 20 minutes. When I hung up, it was past midnight, and I just sat there in the dark, tired. Not from the late hour, from something else. The next morning, Tom called. Hey, want to go fishing Saturday? Supposed to be nice weather. I wanted to say yes. I love fishing with Tom. We don't talk much, just sit there with our lines in the water. Peaceful. But I knew if I went, Karen would want to come. And if Karen came, it wouldn't be fishing. It'd be talking, complaining about bugs, asking when we're leaving. So I told Tom I couldn't make it. That night, I sat in my living room and realized something that scared me. My life wasn't mine anymore. And then there was the money. At 67, I was living on Social Security and a pension. I was comfortable. With Karen, I was spending money I hadn't planned for. Dinners out every week, gas, birthday gifts for her family. Then she wanted a trip to Branson. $300 for the hotel, another $100 for meals. I didn't say no. How could I? But I was lying awake doing math in my head, watching my savings shrink. And it wasn't just money, it was energy. At 67, I'd wake up at 6, work on my trains. And by 3, I was tired. Karen didn't understand that. She'd want dinner at 6, then stop by her daughter's house. We wouldn't get back till 9 or 10. I'd be wiped out. I'm just not as young as I used to be, I'd say. She'd look at me like I was making excuses. My friend's husband is 70 and he goes dancing twice a week. Good for him. I'm not him. The breaking point came about 8 months in. One night, she just said it. I think we should live together. I sat there, beer halfway to my mouth, and I felt panic. Not a loud panic. A quiet, cold panic. I thought about sharing this house, Helen's house, our house. Someone else deciding when I eat, when I sleep, when I have my coffee. And I knew I couldn't do it. I broke up with Karen the following week. I can't do this anymore, is what came out. She started crying. Asked what she'd done wrong. The guilt was crushing. But I told her the truth. I'm not ready to share my life with someone. I thought I was. I'm not. She was hurt, then angry. For the first few weeks, I felt terrible. My son was disappointed. My friends didn't understand. But then something happened. I woke up one morning, and my first thought was, what do I want to do today? And I realized I hadn't asked myself that in months. I started fishing with Tom again, got back into my train club, had quiet evenings at home, and I wasn't lonely. No, I was peaceful. Here's what I learned. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Alone means you get to be yourself. Lonely means you can't. With Karen, I was never alone, but I was lonely because it couldn't be me. That's a special kind of loneliness. Someone sitting right next to you, and you still feel isolated. It's been 10 years since Karen. I haven't dated since. And no, I'm not going to. Because I finally understand something. I got a girlfriend because I was afraid. Not because I was lonely. Afraid of what people would think if I stayed alone. That fear drove me into a relationship that made me miserable. Now I wake up every morning at 6, make my coffee exactly how I like it, spend my mornings in the garage or fishing, or doing absolutely nothing. And I don't have to explain myself to anyone. My son finally stopped pushing. Dad, you seem happier now. He was right. I am happier. Not because I found the perfect person, because I found peace. Listen, I'm not saying relationships are bad. I'm saying if you're 70, 75, 80, and you're thinking about getting a girlfriend just because you're scared of being alone, stop. Ask yourself what you're really afraid of, because alone isn't the same as lonely. And being in a relationship doesn't mean you won't feel lonely either. I have a friend, Ed, 79 years old, been with his girlfriend for 6 years. Miserable. I can't remember the last time I had a full day to myself, he told me. But what am I gonna do? Start over at 79? That's not love. That's fear. At this age, peace isn't a luxury. It's survival. My body can't handle constant emotional labor, so I chose peace. And I'm not apologizing for it. Do I get lonely sometimes? Sure. The holidays can be hard, but those moments pass, and they're nothing compared to the loneliness I felt when I was with someone. So if you're in a relationship that drains you, you're allowed to leave, even at 70, even at 80. And if you're alone and people are telling you to find someone, you're allowed to say no. Alone isn't the same as lonely. I'm 77, I live alone, and I'm the happiest I've been in years. That's not sad, that's wisdom. If this resonates, hit like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and tell me, are you alone or are you lonely?